Many people overlook ginger as nothing more than a common kitchen ingredient, yet recent research suggests it may have a far greater impact on health than most realize. According to findings attributed to researchers at Osaka University in 2024, individuals who consume ginger at least 4 times each week may live significantly longer than those who rarely include it in their diet. The difference was remarkable, an average of 9.1 additional years of life. Not because of advanced medical treatments or expensive therapies, but because of a simple root that has been used in traditional cultures for generations. What makes the story even more fascinating is that the greatest benefits were observed among those who consumed steamed ginger. When ginger is exposed to gentle steam, gingerol, its primary active compound, undergoes a transformation into shogal. Scientists have become increasingly interested in shogal because of its powerful effects on inflammation, circulation, and protection against oxidative damage. Some researchers describe it as one of nature's most potent anti-aging compounds. Instead of merely supporting digestion, steamed ginger may influence biological processes associated with aging itself. In the Okinawa region of Japan, where longevity is common, stories like that of a 97-year-old woman named Atsuko continue to attract attention. Despite her age, she still walks to her garden every morning without assistance. She does not credit modern supplements or cutting-edge treatments for her vitality. Instead, she points to a habit she has maintained since her teenage years: eating a small slice of steamed ginger before going to bed every night. Her experience reflects a growing belief among scientists and health experts that steamed ginger may be one of the most underestimated longevity practices available today. In this discussion, we will explore 6 science-supported benefits of steamed ginger, benefits rooted in both modern research and traditional wisdom. By the time we reach the second most powerful benefit, you will also discover a finding associated with Harvard researchers suggesting that a specific compound in steamed ginger may help influence a hidden cellular mechanism linked to a large percentage of age-related illnesses after the age of 60. It is a discovery that has generated considerable excitement in the scientific community, and it all begins with the simple act of steaming ginger. Before we continue, take a moment to share your age in the comments. We enjoy hearing from viewers around the world and reading the stories that make this community so special. Now let's begin with the 6th benefit, one that targets a hidden source of inflammation that many older adults live with without even realizing it. Arthritis affects more than 54 million Americans, and for people over the age of 60, the odds of developing it approach 50%. In other words, many seniors will eventually face the choice between living with chronic joint discomfort or finding ways to manage it effectively. One reason steamed ginger has attracted attention is because it contains gingerols and shogols, compounds that exhibit powerful anti-inflammatory activity. Many researchers compare their effects to those of common pain-relieving medications, but without many of the digestive complications associated with long-term use of certain anti-inflammatory drugs. The steaming process appears to enhance these benefits. Research conducted in 2019 reported that heating ginger can increase the effectiveness of its anti-inflammatory compounds, making them even more active within the body. In one study involving individuals with osteoarthritis, participants who consumed a modest amount of steamed ginger daily experienced substantial reductions in knee discomfort compared to those receiving a placebo. For many participants, the improvement was significant enough to noticeably enhance daily life. Consider Margaret, a retired teacher in her 70s who had reached the point where opening jars had become difficult because of joint pain. After incorporating steamed ginger into her daily routine, she gradually regained enough comfort and hand strength to return to hobbies she had nearly abandoned. Stories like hers help explain why so many people continue to explore natural approaches to supporting joint health. The reason steamed ginger may help is relatively straightforward. It interferes with the production of prostaglandins, inflammatory compounds that contribute to pain and swelling inside the joints. As cartilage gradually wears down with age, the body often responds by producing more of these inflammatory signals, creating an ongoing cycle of discomfort. Many people dismiss morning stiffness as a normal consequence of aging, but it can also be an indication that chronic inflammation is already present. Another advantage of steaming is that it may improve absorption. Older digestive systems often struggle to process nutrients as efficiently as they once did. and steaming ginger appears to make its active compounds easier for the body to utilize. Some evidence even suggests that steamed ginger may support the maintenance of synovial fluid, the natural lubricant that helps joints move smoothly. In a sense, it may help keep aging joints functioning more comfortably over time. Yet joint health is only one part of the story. The next benefit may be even more important because it involves one of the most widespread health challenges facing older adults today: blood sugar control. Type 2 diabetes remains one of the leading causes of serious health complications worldwide. For adults over 60, the risk increases steadily with age. Research has shown that steamed ginger may assist the body in managing glucose more effectively by improving the way cells respond to insulin. In a notable study from the University of Sydney, participants who consumed steamed ginger regularly experienced measurable improvements in fasting blood sugar levels within a relatively short period. The findings extended beyond daily glucose readings. Participants also demonstrated improvements in HbA1c, a marker that reflects average blood sugar over several months. Lower HbA1c levels are associated with a reduced likelihood of long-term complications affecting the eyes, kidneys, nerves, and cardiovascular system. Scientists believe steamed ginger helps by enhancing insulin sensitivity. It appears to activate specialized transport mechanisms that move glucose from the bloodstream into cells, where it can be used for energy rather than remaining in circulation. For many older adults, this process becomes less efficient with age, contributing to rising blood sugar levels. One example often cited is George, a retired accountant in his late 60s who began drinking steamed ginger tea each morning. Within weeks, he noticed meaningful improvements in his blood sugar readings. While individual experiences vary, stories like his reflect the growing interest in ginger as a complementary tool for metabolic health. High blood sugar is especially dangerous because the damage frequently develops silently. Long before diabetes is formally diagnosed, elevated glucose levels can begin affecting blood vessels, nerves, and internal organs. Researchers have also observed that compounds released during the steaming process may help limit the formation of advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These compounds accumulate when excess sugar attaches to proteins and tissues throughout the body, accelerating many aspects of aging. Additional studies suggest that steamed ginger may offer protective effects for the kidneys, reducing markers associated with diabetic kidney damage. Many people who begin incorporating it into their routines also report more stable energy levels throughout the day and fewer dramatic fluctuations in blood sugar. As impressive as these metabolic benefits may be, they are only part of what makes steamed ginger so remarkable. Its effects on cardiovascular health may be even more significant, especially for older adults seeking to protect their hearts and arteries as they age. While the digestive benefits of steamed ginger are remarkable, its effects on the immune system may be even more important, especially for older adults. As we age, our immune defenses naturally weaken. By the time many people reach their 70s, their immune function may be operating at only a fraction of the efficiency it once had. This decline helps explain why illnesses that seem minor in younger individuals can become serious health concerns later in life. Researchers have identified more than 100 bioactive compounds within ginger. When ginger is steamed, many of these compounds are altered in ways that appear to enhance their biological activity. According to research published in 2020, regular consumption of steamed ginger was associated with increased white blood cell activity and stronger antibody production, two key components of a healthy immune response. One study followed hundreds of adults over the age of 65 throughout an entire flu season. Participants who consumed steamed ginger daily experienced significantly fewer respiratory infections than those who did not. Even when illness occurred, recovery tended to be faster and symptoms less severe. Scientists believe part of the reason lies in compounds created during the steaming process that help activate T cells and B cells, specialized immune cells responsible for identifying and eliminating harmful invaders. These compounds also appear to support the production of interferons, proteins that help prevent viruses from multiplying inside the body. Imagine your immune system as an army that gradually loses strength over the years. Steamed ginger may help provide reinforcements, improving the body's ability to respond when threats appear. One example often shared is Robert, an 81-year-old volunteer who regularly spent time around large groups of people. After adopting a daily steamed ginger habit, he reported going several years without experiencing the seasonal illnesses that had previously affected him. Research has also suggested that steamed ginger may increase natural killer cell activity. These specialized immune cells play a critical role in identifying abnormal cells and helping protect the body from infections. At the same time, steamed ginger appears to reduce chronic inflammation, which can interfere with proper immune function. By lowering inflammatory burden, the immune system may be able to focus more effectively on genuine threats rather than remaining trapped in a constant state of low-grade internal stress. Laboratory studies have further demonstrated antimicrobial properties, showing that compounds found in steamed ginger can inhibit a variety of viruses and harmful microorganisms. Additionally, it may support lymphatic circulation, helping the body remove waste products and maintain healthier fluid balance, something many older adults struggle with as they age. As impressive as these immune benefits may be, they lead directly to what many consider the most extraordinary effect of steamed ginger: its potential influence on brain health. Few conditions concern older adults more than cognitive decline. Disorders such as dementia and Alzheimer's disease affect millions of families worldwide, creating fear and uncertainty about the future. This is why researchers have become increasingly interested in the effects of steamed ginger on the aging brain. In studies involving adults over 60, investigators observed improvements in memory, reaction speed, and executive function after regular use of steamed ginger extract. Some participants demonstrated gains that suggested a meaningful reversal of age-related cognitive decline over a relatively short period. One reason may be ginger's ability to increase levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, commonly known as BDNF. This important protein supports the growth, maintenance, and survival of neurons. Higher levels of BDNF are associated with improved learning, memory, and overall cognitive performance. Another compound generated during the heating process, known as 6-Shogaol, has attracted significant scientific attention because of its ability to cross the blood-brain barrier. Researchers are investigating its potential role in protecting brain cells from damage and reducing processes associated with neurodegenerative disease. Stories like that of Helen, a 79-year-old former pianist, help illustrate why this research has generated excitement. After incorporating steamed ginger into her routine, she reported improvements in memory and concentration that allowed her to reconnect with activities she once believed she had lost forever. Perhaps even more remarkable is steamed ginger's apparent ability to improve blood flow to the brain. Increased circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach brain tissue, while metabolic waste products are removed more efficiently. Combined with its antioxidant effects, this may help create an environment that supports long-term cognitive health. Long-term population studies have also found lower rates of cognitive decline among individuals who regularly consume ginger. Scientists believe this may involve activation of protective cellular pathways that encourage repair mechanisms and strengthen the brain's defenses against age-related damage. Additionally, steamed ginger appears to support acetylcholine production, an important neurotransmitter involved in memory and learning. Many medications designed to address cognitive decline attempt to preserve this same chemical system, making these findings particularly interesting to researchers. Participants in cognitive studies frequently describe feeling mentally clearer, more focused, and better able to recall information. Many compare the experience to having a fog gradually lifted from their minds. After hearing about these potential benefits, the natural question becomes, how should steamed ginger be prepared? Fortunately, the process is simple. The Japanese grandmother mentioned earlier steams fresh ginger for approximately 15 minutes. Afterward, she either eats it directly, prepares tea from it, or grinds it into a powder that can be added to meals. Her daily intake is roughly 4 grams, about the size of a thumb. The steaming step is crucial because it alters the structure of ginger's active compounds, making many of them both more potent and easier for the body to absorb. Fresh raw ginger still offers benefits, but it does not appear to produce the same concentration of heat-activated compounds. Likewise, many commercial dried products may not contain comparable levels of these transformed substances. Preparing larger batches in advance is convenient. Steamed ginger can be stored in the refrigerator and incorporated into soups, oatmeal, teas, or other everyday foods. Many people simply steep a few pieces in hot water and enjoy it as a soothing beverage. Research suggests that noticeable changes may begin within a couple of weeks, with more substantial improvements often appearing after several months of consistent use. While results vary from person to person, the overall trend has encouraged many older adults to include steamed ginger as part of their wellness routines. Safety is another advantage. Most studies report very few side effects, although individuals taking blood-thinning medications should speak with their healthcare providers because ginger may enhance those medications' effects. Perhaps the most surprising aspect is the cost. A small amount of fresh ginger can provide weeks of use, making it one of the most affordable natural health practices available. The nearly 98-year-old woman whose story opened this discussion continues to care for her garden, cook for her family, and maintain a level of independence that many people decades younger would envy. While no single food can stop aging, her experience reflects a growing body of research, suggesting that simple daily habits may have a profound impact on long-term health. Steamed ginger is not a replacement for proper medical care, but it may be a valuable addition to a healthy lifestyle. The evidence continues to grow, the potential benefits are increasingly documented, and the decision ultimately comes down to whether you are willing to try a simple habit that could support a healthier future. Perhaps tomorrow morning is the perfect time to begin with a single cup of steamed ginger tea and see where that journey leads. If you have questions or experiences to share, leave them in the comments below. We would love to hear your story, and thank you for spending this time with us today.